following program is a production of Hoike Kauaʻi Community Media. The Hoike Weekly has been made possible by the Rice Street Business Association and Violi Properties. Aloha Kauaʻi. By now, you already know the Hoike Weekly is the best place to get info on all the upcoming events happening around the island. And we do it fast because we know you're busy. But if the info I rattle off is a little too fast and you need a repeat, or maybe you just need to know a little bit more about something, well, in that case, we post a QR code for you to scan. It'll be up during the entire episode, and scanning it takes you to a page where you can find links to all the stories we present. And for those of you who like to audibly consume the Hoike Weekly, we've placed a cute little link in the show notes of our podcast that'll take you to the same magical place. That means you can totally relax and enjoy watching or listening to this week's and every week's episode, which starts now. I'm Tricia Allen, and this is the Hoike Weekly. We know how much you love being up on all the events on the way for Kauaʻi, so let's get to it. The Garden Island Arts Council continues its celebration of 42 years of bringing Kauaʻi audiences the very best of Hawaiian music and culture with their signature event, E Kanikapila Kākou. This 8-week concert series that began February 5th features authentic Hawaiian music experiences and performances by Hawaiian artists every Monday until March 25th. Week 3's featured performance is by the amazing Charlotte Apo with the Mokihana Serenaders. For more details and info on that, scan our QR code or click the tiny URL link in our show notes. Whether we like it or not, AI is having a big impact on everyone's day-to-day life, and learning how to use it can be pretty intimidating if you don't know where to start. The folks over at Kuleana AI Lab at Kukui Grove Center can get you started, though. They're holding an Introduction to Generative AI class on Thursday, February 27th, from 5:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. This event is open to the public and will walk participants through a host of introductory definitions and topics to start demystifying AI technology for you. On the fourth Thursday of every month, the Hawaii Food Bank, Kauaʻi, is offering direct distributions from its warehouse. Both drive-through and walk-up options are available from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. at 4241 Hanahau Place, Suite 101. America's best-selling humorist and social satirist is coming to Kauaʻi. Thanks to the Kauaʻi Concert Association, David Sedaris will be performing for one night only on Thursday, February 27th, from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the KCC Performing Arts Center. And this event is expected to sell out. Scan our QR code for details. An annual hula retreat held by I Pili Kākou I Ho'okahi Lahui is happening February 28th through March 2nd at the Kauaʻi Beach Resort and Spa in Lihue. During these 3 days, attendees will be able to broaden their training, thinking, and understanding of the hula in its entirety, both on the individual and halau levels. E Pili Kākou I Ho'okahi Lahui has a global reach, with these conferences being held all over the world for over 20 years. More information on this event and the program as a whole can be found at apilikākou.com. A suicide prevention group called You Matter Kauaʻi is holding a rally to save lives at the Kauaʻi Memorial Convention Hall on Friday, February 28th. The event is open to the public and will include tons of community resources, some powerful personal testimonies, and uplifting performances by local youth and church groups. By the end of it all, participants will be better equipped to support the well-being of those they love. The resource fair and food begin at 4:30 p.m., and the You Matter Kauaʻi show with performances and testimonials begins at 5:30. You can go to youmatterkauaʻi.com for details or Scan our QR code. The 8th annual Kauaʻi Bum Run, a colon cancer awareness event, kicks off Saturday, March 1st at the Poipu Bay Golf Course. It runs from 7 a.m. till 12 noon and includes a 2.5-mile race, and it's not timed, so there's no rush. Registration includes a Bum Run fanny pack, and you can get all the info about it by scanning our QR code or clicking the tiny URL link in the show notes. Another event taking place on the first Saturday of the month, the Kapa'a Town Ho'olaulea Multicultural Celebration. From 5 p.m. to 9 p.m., popular food, craft, and nonprofit vendors, will be stationed on the east end of Kukui Street with cultural performances starting at 6. Now, February is Mahina Olelo Hawaii, or Hawaiian Language Month, and so to celebrate, Kukui Grove Center is holding an Aloha Kauaʻi Ni'ihau language celebration on Saturday, March 1st, from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. All Hawaiian language speakers and learners who attend will be able to partake in some good conversations, dining, entertainment, and even some games. Scan our QR code for details. Also happening at Kukui Grove Center, a Read Across America event with Kumu's Cupboard. This event takes place on Sunday, March 2nd from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and will feature books by Sheila Bradley, along with sales and activities that support Kauai's teachers. Then, a little bit later on in the day, an ukulele and acoustic instrument meetup at Kukui Grove Food Court happens from 3 to 5 p.m. These meetups take place on the first Sunday of every month, and they're a great way to meet other ukulele players to sing and jam with. As always, more info can be found by scanning our QR code. Also on the first Sunday of the month, March 2nd, a local treasures market and craft fair at the Kauai Veterans Center from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. This event is open to the public and promises to be full of secondhand treasures as well as locally made products. The Hawaii Children's Theater and Hō'ike have teamed up before, and over spring break, we plan on doing it again. Hō'ike producer Max Richardson is one of the 2 teachers that'll be conducting a production and performance for film class right here at the Hō'ike studio. The second teacher is a former Hō'ike producer who taught Max everything he knows. Her name is Erica, and Max was able to sit down with her to talk about what the collaborative class will offer. Let's watch it together.
Yeah, well, that's exciting. And that's, I don't know where I was going with that. Aloha Kauaʻi, how's it going? I'm here with Erica Byers. She's one of the instructors for the upcoming acting and production for the screen workshop with that we're doing in collaboration with Hawaii Children's Theater. So Erica, thanks for coming in.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So tell us a little bit about what is this harebrained scheme that Hoike and HCT have hatched together?
Harebrained. I think the idea is that, Hawaii Children's Theater, there's all kinds of kids that are always getting the experience on the stage, and they wanted to, kind of parlay that onto the screen. So I've collaborated with you, because you are one of the instructors as well, and Allegra, who's the executive director of the HCT and also for Hoike. And so, we came up with a class that would teach basic skills for we call it film production and performance, but film, obviously is a little bit antiquated, not antiquated because some people do use film, but it's basically acting skills and transferring them to the screen. So
and that sounds has a nicer ring to it than production and performance for SD card. So it's going to be kind of a fun mesh between what they do here at Hoike and what they do at HCT, and hopefully we can get the kids with some really usable skills that they can use if they decide to audition for TV or film. Yeah, and that's exciting. I'm really stoked that we're doing that. It's two organizations that a partnership between the two just makes sense. And every time Hō'ike and HCT work together, I'm happy about it. And so I'm happy we're doing it again. Now, I mean, it's a far-fetched thought, but if there's anyone out there that doesn't know who you are,
there's probably a lot of people who don't know who I am. I barely know who I am.
So you, well, now we're getting existential. Who is you? No, you have some.
Who you be? I don't know. I'm Erica.
You've worked with Hō'ike before.
I did.
That's what I'm trying to segue into. You and Hō'ike have a history.
We do have a history. Yes, I used to teach. I used to certify people here at Hō'ike. I worked here for almost two years. I spent over 20 years doing television, and so had some skills coming in a little bit, and so I imparted them onto some of the community here, including you.
Yep, that's true.
I like to say I taught you everything that you know,
yeah.
But I didn't really because you.
You're definitely my first mentor.
Aw,
I think.
shucks. So I think it's going to be a fun class. It's over spring break, and we wanted to keep the classes small so that the kids are actually learning something. So we're going to go over things like who does what on a set. Basic terminology, and also they're going to be able to get to become certified at Hō'ike. So I'm hoping that that some of the students are as ambitious as you, and they really take it and run, because after they become certified, they're going to be able to check out the equipment here at Hō'ike. They're going to be able to reserve the editing stations, and so they can do their own projects if they want to do the video side of things. Check out the studio, and they don't have to, but it would be great. Sometimes, when I started learning about this kind of thing, it was in school. And once I started to learn it, all I wanted to do was get my hands on cameras and start editing, and it blossomed into a career. So I'm hoping to inspire some kids, and that's just the age that it just starts to spark. And there's so many tools here at Hō'ike. There's so much equipment there's so much to learn, and it just carries over with the HCT stuff. So it's you may have, maybe you want to be in front of the camera, but you also, you have some friends and you want to do a project. They can, they become certified, so they can run the camera, so you can do your thing and they can do their thing. I think this is going to just be a really fun class, just all the way around, for acting, for behind the scenes, but also learning those things that you would need to know if you're on a film set, if you're on a TV set, that will help you if you want to make a career out of it.
Yeah, which is It sounds like a lofty aspiration. I'll make a career out of it, but I mean, it can happen, right? It, like you were just talking about, it happened with you, right?
Well, I'm behind the scenes, but
but
they're
making TV into your career. It was something you
absolutely
learned about in school. You said it was fun. Now it's how you pay your bills, and it happened to me also.
Right.
I painted houses when I took the class from Erica, and now this is my career. So it could be yours too.
It's gonna be fun. Everybody's gonna come away with something. We've got a scene for everybody to do. They're gonna learn the behind the scenes stuff, which is important. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and I can't wait to meet the students. We've got, half the class that's already signed up, and hopefully we'll get another few students, and we're just gonna have a ball.
Yeah, and so it's spring break. What are those dates again? Do you remember what they are?
I think it starts the 17th, so it's that week. It's 9 to 12.
12, I believe, yeah. 12.
For that week.
Yeah.
Anybody who's interested, contact.
You can call Hō'ike at 808-246-1556.
Or HCT.
Or you can...
The website.
I don't know ACT's phone number off the top of my head, but I do know that if you scan the QR code at the bottom of your screen, you can be taken to the relevant websites, or you can always send me an email at mrichardson@hoike.org.
And they should hurry, because I think there's only 2 slots left.
Yeah, so, not that we would provide any calls to action, but I would hurry if I wanted to be in this class.
Oh, yes, that's true. We can't say that, huh?
Well, I can say what I would do.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I don't know. All right. Well, thanks so much for coming on the show, Erica.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to working with you on this class. It's really exciting.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll see you there.
We've got a couple quick things that you should know about, and we're going to tell you now in our Hō'ike News Flash. You may have seen them out already, decked out in green and equipped with some delicious boxes of nostalgic treats. I'm talking about the Girl Scouts of Kauaʻi, if you couldn't figure that out, because it's Girl Scout cookie season, and that means it's time to find out what Kauaʻi's favorite Girl Scout cookie is for the year 2025. Now, last year we held this contest, and the winner was Thin Mints. Is that your favorite? I know it's not mine. I personally prefer Lemon Ups. I might be in the minority, but that is how I cast my vote anyway. You can scan our QR code to vote for your favorite and keep it tuned to Hō'ike for updates as we tally the score and see which flavor comes out on top this year. Downtown Lihue is home to Hale Lihue, Kauaʻi's newest community space where classes, co-working space, and coffee all live. But there's a ton more at Hale Lihue, and their grand opening took place last week. Hō'ike's Olivia Franco was there to capture the excitement and recapped it for you. Take a look.
Hello everyone, it's Olivia here with your latest update on a community event from last week Wednesday, the grand opening of Hale Lihue, a new space on Red Street. I was there to capture some footage of this exciting new venue, which includes a co-working area, a community space, and even a coffee shop. It was a wonderful opportunity for community members to explore this vibrant hub for gathering. Let's dive in and take a look. First off, we heard from Addison Bulasan, a volunteer with the Rice Street Business Association, who shared the story behind Hale Lihue. He discussed how Rice Street was historically a gathering place for our community.
I've only heard awesome stories from my parents and from my grandma about how in the 70s, 80s, and 90s what Rice Street was to the community. How they used to string lights across the street for the holidays, how there's gatherings all along the street. If you remember in late 90s, this street became a four-way street and all the small businesses started to go away and we lost community here on Rice Street.
Addison highlighted the challenges faced during the pandemic, which made realizing this vision even more difficult. However, it's heartening to see it finally come to life.
All things changes for everyone, and that space shut down. And since that place shut down, I have been on a mission with a group of people here on Rice Street to bring it back. And so we're super excited to be able to bring it back to Rice Street, mainly because we wanted to serve our community so that our entrepreneurs, new businesses coming up, there's a new business coming up down the street, a new brewery.
Following his speech, Kumu Sabra conducted a blessing ceremony, bringing together a diverse group of individuals involved in the space.
How about a round of applause, guys?
As we explored Hale Lihue, we discovered numerous opportunities for community engagement. The co-working area is designed with families in mind, featuring a kitchen, a living room play area, and allowing parents to work while their children can play nearby, which is definitely on the different side in terms of co-working spaces. Instead of just cubicle or desks or computers, there is a very family-centric mission behind it. In the larger space, excitingly, we got to see a demo of a line dancing class that occurs weekly. It was super nice to see our community celebrate and dance and smile. Super nice. And in fact, in that larger space, there's actually a painting class that occurs every month, I believe. And I think if I was looking at the schedule correctly, a monthly family movie night that occurs at the beginning of every month. Really, it's, for the community to use for classes, fitness classes, all of these things to foster community development and kind of like those wellness activities that really like our community needs. So Kauaʻi, that wraps up the coverage of Halihui's grand opening. What did you think about it? Painting, dancing, fitness. It really is a space for you. So if you'd like to know more information about the space, its offerings, go to downtownlihue.com. And until next time, this has been Olivia with Hō'ike Kauaʻi Community Media, signing off.
All right, Kauaʻi, that's all the Hō'ike we have for you this week. Don't forget, if you missed any of the details, you can scan the QR code, click our tiny URL link, get everything you need. I'm Tricia Allen, wishing you love and aloha. Be sure to vote for your Girl Scout cookie. That's important. Hō'ike Kauaʻi Community Media's president and CEO is Allegra Gaines. Administrative assistant, Leiko Someda. Production and education services by Roger Olson. Production and IT services by Max Richardson. News and events producer, Tricia Allen. County producer and social media manager, Olivia Franco.